Hey guys, this is Gilbert and welcome to the video. This video is about the image overlay mod and how I use it in making my maps. This is requested by people from my Facebook page, and I tend to create content from requests if possible. To keep this channel going and keep making new content, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And now, let's go for building this video. Before I use the image overlay, I would create a map first, and after choosing a map and choosing OSM import and creating maps for reference. So guys, this is the ASEAN region here where I pick my maps. This is third party, by the way, if you want to know. So what we're gonna do here is we pick the city that we're gonna go for. So right now we will go for the Philippines. Okay, let's try to pick. What should we do here? I'm already seeing Malolos, Bulacan as my next choice, so we'll go for that. Try to pick the best place we can go for, and I think that's go. Okay, we'll go for that. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna export, give my city name. There you go. Malolos city map. And we'll have the map soon. Okay, as I've shown what I'm going to build in Malolos here. What else should we go for? I can go for Da Nang, or we can go for Da Nang in Vietnam, or we can go for Vietnam. No, not Vietnam, Laos. And what about this one? Vientiane. I'm not sure this is Vientiane. Yeah, I think this is Vientiane in Laos. Or we can go for Myanmar. I can't read any of these. Oh my, I can't read any of these. Like, this is Bangkok. I think that's Bangkok. Yeah, it looks like Bangkok in the area there. Or we can go for Indonesia, or maybe one of the observer states like Timor-Leste, like here, Delhi. If you want me to put that in my series, the ASEAN City series with Delhi or Port Moresby, where is it? Here it is. This is also an observer state, ASEAN observer state. Maybe we can go for that. New Britain! New Britain! That's a place! Wow, we really need Papua New Guinea to be part of ASEAN right now. Okay. Make sure to give your suggestions. What should I build next? But please make it reasonable, because if you say Jakarta, I'm gonna say it's impossible. Like, imagine if I built all of this. Look at that. That's an impossible amount of roads. That's an impossible amount of roads. Look at this. Let's move the... Oh, wait, what? Oh, there it is. There's a map. Picker here. Look at that. This is the game map, and this is all Jakarta. Like, it's not gonna fit. It will be impossible. So there's nothing you can do to make me build all of this. No, impossible. Okay, how about Palambeng? Is that even a possibility for me to build? No, I can't. It's too big. It's not gonna fit. There's no way. It's so hard to pick an Indonesian city that would be possible to build. How about Banda Aceh? Banda Aceh. Can you be built? No. 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 Alright, we're just gonna go for Malolos, Bulacan. Hey! Okay, now we have the map of Malolos here in Google Earth. But as you can see, it's slightly skewed. And though this is really more accurate in terms of visuals, it tends to get a bit warp because it's a globe, not a flat map. So, and example, I try to see if we can go for a full flat map here. Okay, it's clean, but there's a lot of noise, and I tend to go for cleaner one in terms of me using the image overlay, and it has a lot of green land, and there's a lot of green land here. It tends to mix and tends to be confusing, especially if you turn off labels and then you turn off like like say look here. Okay, it's a full map. There's a lot of noise, and sometimes you can't even see if there's a road or if there should be a road or not. And also, it's covered. Some of them are covered in trees, and it tends to block important paths. Like here, you can see here, like where's the road? Is there a river? I think it's a river. And because of that, I tend to choose another map, especially the open street maps, because it tends to match. Oh wait, how do I change tabs? There you go. Nope, that's third party. Here you go. Okay, we got ourselves the open street maps, and as you can see, it's much clearer and much more distinct compared to using Google Earth, Google Maps, where if you use satellite data, it tends to be less accurate due to being really noisy. But this is much more cleaner, especially when you zoom in. You can see the exact location and the exact location of the roads. And also, it also matches with the maps from Terrain Party because it also uses OpenStreetMaps. So what I do here is, I zoom it to this level so I can see like the level of the roads and enough detail for me to make a detailed build using this zoom. Because if I zoom it even more, I would require lots of pictures just to fill it up. And if I zoom it out, it will be too blurred and too, what's the word? Ah. The formation of the roads are changed. Example, if I zoom it in, you can see it's much more clear. But if I zoom out, it's a bit fatter and less detailed. So I zoom it to this level so I can see where it goes. And then what I do is I take screenshots. So I screenshot with Windows, move the mouse away, and then print screen. There you go. We got ourselves a good screenshot. And then we'll be screenshotting all around. So bear with me, I'll go faster. It's also important that you take screenshots of rivers because when you use Terrain Party and then you try to make a landscape, sometimes they don't really make the rivers correct and then try to make it into a higher elevation than what it should be. For example, this is Angat River and it goes all the way to the bay. And we are gonna make it screenshots all the way. Okay, I've now have able to take as much screenshot as I need. It's basically going around the map that I took from Terrain Party, as you can see here. That's basically my base here. What I try to go for is around this because When I use OpenStreetMap, when I use OSM import, which is a mod that I use, I might try to make a tutorial for that next time, but not now, because that's not what's the purpose of this. I tried to go around here because here's a part where it's not made, and the one I use here from OSM import is basically for reference. So now I have now done around the area and sometimes through it because OSM sometimes sucks. Now I can build it now in City Skylines, and this as my reference. Okay. Hey, while you're here, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. That's basically it, and try to support me on Patreon if you want more videos. Now, I have taken my screenshots and saved them. I have to resize them. Now, to resize my screenshot, I normally use Adobe Photoshop or Paint. We're gonna do Paint here because I don't know if you have Photoshop. And as long as you can make it into the aspect ratio of 1:1. As my monitor has a resolution of 1920 by 1080p, which has the aspect ratio of 16:9, and got the screenshot at the same resolution, I'm gonna resize it. Pixels here. Uncheck maintain aspect ratio and then 1080p. Oh. Yeah, it's 1:1, but it's touch the image. I don't like that. Oh no. Okay, Adobe Photoshop it is. Alright, we are now in Adobe Photoshop, and this is the app that I actually use to resize my images into the right aspect ratio. So what I do here is Ctrl-Alt-C for the command, and it has something called the canvas size. If you don't have a good keyboard, go to image, or I think it's layer. There it is, canvas size. There. So you can see here the width. It says in inches. Let's go for pixels. Doesn't really matter as long as you get the right resolution. So let's change it to 1080. New canvas is smaller than the current canvas size. Some clipping will occur. Don't show this again. Proceed. There you go. We got the correct aspect ratio. I just give up on this part because if I try to resize the image, it's not gonna be well if you have lots and lots of overlays to use. There you have it. And make sure when you save it as PNG, because for some reason the mod only accepts PNG. Maybe because when you have it enabled, it has the option to increase and decrease opacity. So let's save it as PNG. Now to import the game, to import the pictures into the game, which is this one, for example, you need to just copy paste it to the main game folder. Okay, so where is it? Here, I'll just copy it for now. Then we will go to this PC. It will be saved. No, you have to get to the main game folder. Now my game folder is over at the D, which is at the stream library. I just make that folder. Yours might be in the normal program files, and it's on the Steam folder. But what you need to look for is Steam apps, commons, and then look for the game you installed it in. City Skylines. Now you're in the City Skylines main folder, and then you go into files. Here you just paste it. There it is. Completely imported. And that's basically it. Now simply we go to the game, load up the map, and then we should be able to see it in. Now we are in the game. There are controls that controls the mod. If you have the mod enabled and the image not showing, you can press Shift Enter And now the image should appear. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you leave a like, and if you love my channel, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment to what I should build next. This is Gilbert. See you next time. So, one of the ways you can control the image in the image overlay mod is the use of number keys. So it's basically 8, 4, 6, 2 just to move it around. 7, 9, I think that's for rotations. And 1 and 3 is for the change of size. And then in the options, you can change the opacity to make it either completely visible or really transparent so you can see the ground. Besides that, there are other commands. You can either just check it in the workshop. Here, I'll give an image for you guys to see. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you leave a like, and if you love my channel, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment to what I should build next. This is Gilbert. See you next time.